Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, this is a very important message for you today. Do not ignore it. Pay attention to this message. A snake is eliminated from your life. The name will hurt you, but it will also heal you, because truth brings freedom. This person was delaying your breakthrough, but not anymore. There is something shifting in the spiritual atmosphere right now. A powerful unseen movement has already begun to unfold. It is quiet, invisible to most, but it is mighty and deliberate. You are being pulled from a place of deep confusion into a divine clarity. You are being untangled from cords that were tied behind your back, in secret, by someone you thought was close. You may have had dreams where things felt cloudy, or where familiar faces appeared but left you with a strange feeling. That's not just coincidence. It is a reflection of the spiritual revelation being unveiled. The snake, hidden in plain sight, was exposed and cast away, not because of your strength, but because of divine intervention that could no longer delay what you were promised. There is a moment when heaven intervenes not just to protect but to restore what was stolen in the dark. And you are in that very moment now. What you didn't see, what you didn't understand before, is about to become clear. And when the name is revealed, the one tied to this delay, this interference, it may sting. But it will also feel like chains dropping from your soul. Because sometimes the deepest healing comes wrapped in truth that shocks and liberates at once. This person was part of your life's rhythm. Maybe once trusted. Maybe loved. Perhaps even respected. But they were holding on to a version of you that no longer exists. A version of you that was bound by fear, self-doubt, and spiritual distraction. They kept reminding you of who you were, never of who you could be. And the divine had seen enough. Your breakthrough was being slowed because the space meant for your blessing was occupied by deceit. So the divine hand moved. Quietly. Precisely. And the snake was removed. Now comes the part that only faith can navigate, the transformation after the shedding. Because what's coming to you is so far above what you've lost. You haven't even tasted the real joy that was always assigned to your name. You haven't even met the people aligned with your healed purpose. But they are coming. They were waiting for this blockage to be cleared. And now that it is, the gate is opening. There's a silence that happens right before the loudest miracle. You might be in that silence right now. Things may feel still. Isolated. But this isn't abandonment. This is preparation. This is where the divine clears the path, removes the counterfeit voices, and whispers instructions so sacred, only stillness can carry them. This is where your ears open, not to the noise of the world, but to the secrets of heaven. Let your spirit absorb this. You were never forgotten. The waiting was not punishment. It was positioning. There were things being done behind the veil, alignments being made, intercessions being whispered over your life, plans of harm being dismantled. What you thought was stagnation was actually preservation. There are moments you didn't understand why certain opportunities vanished or why some people left. But now it's becoming clear. Those were not losses. They were removals. And every removal had a purpose, to make space for the glory that could not fit in counterfeit containers. You have been growing in silence. Even when you didn't feel it. Even when your emotions were tired, when your tears came in the night. Heaven was watching. Angels were dispatched. Your name was spoken in places of light. And now the divine is pulling you from the shadows of delay into the light of rapid alignment. Things are going to move quickly. Answers that seemed stuck will be released. Doors that were closed will open without effort. This isn't just a shift. It's a divine takeover. Archangel Michael has been close. His sword of light cut through the darkness that tried to attach itself to your future. There was a spiritual resistance around you, a false energy pretending to care but secretly draining you. That's been exposed. That's been uprooted. You will notice the difference not just in how you feel, but in how easily things begin to move forward now. The heaviness is lifting. The fog is fading. Clarity is taking residence in your heart. Your discernment is about to sharpen. Things that once confused you will now appear obvious. Conversations that once made you doubt will now reveal their true motives. You'll look back at texts, at situations, and wonder how you didn't see it before. But don't blame yourself. The blindness was allowed for a reason, not to punish, but to teach, to protect, and to develop your spiritual vision. You are not the same as you were last year. Not even last month. You've grown. Quietly. But powerfully. Now your voice will carry new authority. You will speak and things will shift. Your presence will disturb false peace. That's not because you are disruptive, but because your light exposes what others tried to hide. Don't be afraid of that. Embrace it. You were never called to blend in. You were called to be set apart. And now that the interference has been removed, you will walk in that calling with less resistance and greater favor. There is a specific miracle tied to your name. It's not general. It's not vague. It has your spiritual fingerprint on it. And the only thing that was stopping it was proximity to the wrong energy. That's why the divine had to step in and remove what you didn't realize was delaying your blessing. You are entering a new season of divine connections. People who speak your language, not just with words, but with spirit. People who carry answers, not confusion. People who love truth more than control. These are the ones you've been waiting for. And they are on their way. But before they come, there will be a moment of unveiling. A name will surface. And when it does, let the pain flow, but don't let it root. Let it remind you of how much you've grown. Let it mark the line between the old season and the new. Then release it. Don't carry it. Don't replay it. Let the truth rise and set you free. Because freedom isn't the absence of pain, it's the presence of truth strong enough to dissolve the lie that held you. You will notice signs in the coming days. Maybe a number that repeats. A dream with symbols. A conversation that seems ordinary but hits deep in your soul. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. They are heaven's way of saying, keep walking, you're closer than you think. Even as you read these words, your spirit is stirring. That's not imagination. That's recognition. Your soul knows this message is yours. It's not generic. It's prophetic. And timely. You may feel tired, but you are not weak. You may have cried, but you are not broken. What was designed to crush you has been crushed instead. The trap was reversed. The snare was cut. And your feet are being set on new ground. Ground that was promised. Ground that's been waiting for you. There are blessings with your name written in invisible ink, now being revealed. There are divine packages arriving, peace, restoration, clarity, provision. Some of them were sent long ago but delayed by interference. But the interference is gone now. God says this is the time to walk boldly, not timidly. The snake is gone. You are protected. You are seen. You are loved. And above all, you are chosen. There is no need to beg for what is already being delivered. Stand in gratitude, and you will see miracles multiply. What you are about to walk into is not a coincidence. It is a fulfillment. And the fulfillment will bring tears, not of sorrow, but of relief, of awe, of gratitude so deep it feels like breathing for the first time. Let the old fall away. Let the betrayal become fertilizer for your growth. Let the truth set you free, even if it shakes you. Because what comes after the shaking is unshakable. And that's what you are being given, an unshakable life. A foundation rooted in divine timing, divine connections, and divine strength. There will be no more delay. The path is clear. The heavens are open. And your name is being spoken by angels carrying gifts long overdue. There are still things to be revealed. But don't be afraid. The truth will not destroy you. It will restore you. It will remind you that love never came from manipulation. That peace never came from performance. That real connection never comes with strings. You are being reintroduced to yourself. The you that lives beyond survival. The you that thrives in truth. The you that is no longer afraid to see clearly, to walk boldly, and to receive freely. Do not run from this moment. Embrace it. Speak out loud that you are ready. Tell the heavens you say yes. Your yes has power. Your yes is a signal. And it has already been heard. That's why this message found you. That's why your spirit responded to it. Because this is your moment. This is your unveiling. The time has come. God attractive word message, God message, God says, a snake is eliminated from your life. The name will hurt you, but it will also heal you, because truth brings freedom. This person was delaying your breakthrough, but not anymore. The heavens have shifted something in your favor, and even though you do not see it with your natural eyes, the atmosphere around you has already changed. You have been walking through a tunnel, not realizing that the exit was already behind you. You are no longer in the place that kept you small. That grip is broken. That manipulation is over. That cycle of repeated frustration and quiet sadness has ended without your permission because grace stepped in. You didn't even have to fight back, something divine fought for you. You may have noticed it already, how suddenly your peace began to increase. How your thoughts became clearer. How your strength started to return, slowly at first, but surely. This is not random. This is not your imagination. It's what happens when something blocking your flow is removed by the hand of heaven. And though the truth may sting, it is also your freedom. This person who once smiled, who once held your trust, who once walked beside you, was not sent to walk with you forever. They were allowed for a season, but not for the destiny ahead. The light in you began to irritate the shadows in them. That irritation birthed jealousy, competition, and secret sabotage. Yet you endured it with grace, thinking love would change it, thinking time would purify it. But only God could remove it. And He did. You are stepping into clarity. Clarity of thought. Clarity of purpose. Clarity of heart. You no longer have to wonder why certain things felt heavy when they shouldn't have. You no longer have to question why doors were not opening, why prayers seemed paused, why your energy was always being drained. It was not because you lacked faith. It was not because you were wrong. It was because something, someone, was draining you while pretending to love you. And you were too loyal to let go, so heaven did it for you. You may want to go back. You may want to apologize. You may want to fix what was broken. But this is not your doing and it is not yours to fix. It was broken long before you realized it. You were not being held, you were being watched. You were not being protected, you were being delayed. But no more. The snake is gone. The camouflage has been removed. And now, your sky is about to open. There are people, places, and assignments coming into your life now that were being divinely delayed until this toxic root was removed. You had gifts, talents, and favor bottled up inside you that could not be activated while this person still had influence over you. They spoke words that confused your direction. They sowed doubt in your soil. They clapped for you, but not from a pure heart. And every time you tried to rise, something inside you would shrink. That was not your fear, that was their fear speaking into you. But now their voice has been silenced. And you can finally hear your Creator clearly again. You are being restored, and not just in the surface things. You are being restored in your confidence, in your voice, in your clarity, and in your laughter. You are being restored in your boldness and in your faith. What was stolen from you emotionally is being returned spiritually. You may not see the full picture now, but piece by piece, you will. You will look back and realize that what felt like a heartbreak was actually a rescue. What felt like betrayal was actually deliverance. And what looked like loss was the beginning of your next level. Prepare your heart, because divine connections are coming. People who celebrate you without condition. People who sharpen you without competition. People who see your light and are not threatened by it. These people will speak life into you, not control you. They will water your growth, not suppress it. They will understand you, not manipulate you. Your destiny required this shift. Your future needed this separation. And though it hurts now, it will bless you later. There's a shift in the air around you. Have you noticed how your prayers are starting to feel different? You're no longer begging, you're aligning. You're no longer hoping, you're expecting. This is not arrogance. This is agreement with divine will. You were not created to stay small. You were not made to dim your light to keep someone else comfortable. You are stepping into a season where the light within you will draw the right ones and expose the wrong ones. The name that will come to your spirit may sting. You may feel the weight of betrayal. But let that weight not crush you. Let it be the evidence that you were always carrying more than you thought. Let it be a reminder that your spirit was never wrong, it was just suppressed by voices that didn't carry your calling. Let that name be the final chapter in a book that no longer fits the story you are writing with God. And when the grief comes, let it come. But do not let it stay. Do not let the pain of losing the wrong one keep you from seeing the right ones that are on their way. Divine timing is now speeding up. What you waited years for will begin to show signs in weeks. What was once stuck will now move freely. The things you cried over, fasted over, and pleaded for, they are coming, not because you forced them, but because the obstruction was removed. It's not your fault it took this long. Don't shame yourself for trusting. Don't punish yourself for loving deeply. You are not weak, you were loyal. And heaven honors loyalty, even when people do not. Let today be a turning point. Let today be the day you stop blaming yourself for what was never yours to carry. Let today be the day you choose to see your worth again. You are not difficult, you are discerning. You are not too much, you are anointed. You are not broken, you are becoming. The people who couldn't handle your presence were not meant to experience your promise. And the one who left you when you needed them the most, heaven allowed it. Because if they stayed, you would have stayed behind too. There is so much ahead of you that your past can't even compete with it. And heaven is preparing a table for you. A table filled with peace. A table filled with joy. A table surrounded by people who love you without condition. People who pray for you in secret and honor you in public. People who walk with you, not behind you. This is what is being prepared, and you had to be separated before you could be seated. The testing was long. The nights were heavy. But the weight was not wasted. Every tear you cried, every time you questioned why, every time you stayed silent to keep the peace, all of it was seen. All of it was counted. All of it has built something eternal inside you. You didn't come out empty, you came out stronger. You came out clearer. And now you will walk in a favor that cannot be explained by natural understanding. It will be divine. The snake has been removed. And now, you will rise. You may hear things. You may be tempted to reach out again. But listen closely, the silence is protection. The space is sacred. When heaven removes, it also replaces. But there is always a divine pause in between. In that pause, do not rush to fill it. Let it fill you. Let it heal you. Let it teach you. The loneliness you feel is not absence, it is a holy cocoon. You are being transformed from within. Your wings are forming. Don't run back to what clipped them. There are angelic messengers surrounding you now. You are not walking alone. You are being watched over with great care. Every step you take, every move you make, is under divine guidance. Archangel Michael is near, and he is speaking even now. The hindrance is gone. The delay is over. The light is returning. Get ready. These are not just words, this is your new reality. The cloud is lifting. The fog is fading. And your time has come. Start dreaming again. Start believing again. The thing you put on hold, revisit it. The gift you buried, uncover it. The vision you tucked away, bring it back out. It was never dead. It was just waiting for the right season. And that season is now. The sabotage is over. The silence has spoken. and the heavens are announcing your arrival. Don't be surprised when those who once ignored you try to return. Don't be confused when those who dismissed you begin to notice your glow. You are not who you were. You've passed through fire and came out purified. You've walked through betrayal and came out with discernment. You've lost what was never yours and found what can never be taken again, your divine identity. You are chosen. Not by man.